bisexuality. Now, why are you talking about bisexuality? It's because I don't get to say this. I don't think I've ever said this out loud to another person in public in society. I'm bisexual. Now, it's still a pretty new thing to me. When did I find out? If you guys, I guess I'll kind of give you the quick rundown of this whole thing first. Oh, this is gonna be long. I found out in high school, right? And when I did find out in high school, how I found out was a little crazy. How did I find out? I found out through porn. I feel like that's weird. I feel like most people would just kind of find an attraction to a guy, or vice versa. That was about when I first found out. When I was like, oh, this might be a real thing. I might actually be bisexual. That was about 4 years ago, 5 years ago now. Now, in those 5 years, from then to now, I'm still trying to get my head around it. Still trying to, I guess a better way to put it is accept that I am what I am. When I really started to think I might really be bisexual, I went full throttle on it, right? I was telling everybody. I was making posts on posting stories about on my Instagram, this, that, and the other, right? Full sending it, right? A few people found out, and I was like, yeah, I am bisexual, this, that, and the other, right? And I was, it was just another day, right? Just a little twist to this day, but it was a little different, right? I was just letting my nuts hang, if you will. Didn't really care much that I'm like that. It's just how it was, and I just kind of threw it out there. I let that be like that for a while, and then there's this one time where I'm chilling in school. I'm taking care of business. I'm doing my thing, and I have to go to this office. I think I had to go to an office to get a new ID or whatever. I'm sitting waiting for this lady to pull up. Meet me real quick, take a photo of me so I can get this new ID, right? And this guy next to me. Now, this guy next to me isn't just some guy. This guy, he used to pick on me back in, I think it was 6th grade. I didn't even know he was still going to the same school I was going to. And we were chill then. We had no beef. It's over, right? So what happened was, I have a twin brother. He asked me, I heard that one of you are gay. Even though I didn't correct him or anything, which is not the problem. I was like, do I tell this guy? I don't really want him to know, because I don't want a reason for him to go off on me in this room with 4 other people just sitting down waiting for their IDs and saying, oh my god, you're gay, this and that. And I'm sitting here like, yo, this is some scary shit. This guy is a bully of mine, or was a bully of mine. I don't really feel comfortable sharing that kind of information with somebody that bullied me, right? And I kind of just turned him down completely, like straight up lied to his face, saying, even though he said I was gay, I said, no, I'm not gay, which is correct, I'm not gay. But that really stuck with me for a while, and every now and then I do think about it, because this also got brought up because I watched a video last night about he mentioned something about having shame for something. If you have shame for something, that means you shouldn't be doing it, right? And that got me thinking, am I ashamed that I'm bisexual? That told me something about myself that I haven't really thought about in a while. If I'm ashamed of it, I think I should change my perspective bisexuality and gay people, queer people as a whole. It's not something you should be ashamed of. It's not something that you necessarily had a choice of. You just have to learn to live with it. Have to learn that unfortunately people aren't gonna like you because of how you were made, how you were hardwired. And that's just the unfortunate truth. You shouldn't choose to hate yourself, choose to get rid of a part of yourself simply because other people don't think that is suitable or normal. You shouldn't get rid of it at all. You shouldn't be ashamed of what makes you you. Figuring out that I was bisexual in a very odd way. Going full throttle on it, telling the people that I trusted most, and then being met with a kind of wall that kind of scared me a little bit and sent me back into a hole. I kind of went quiet about it, and that's not the part that necessarily bothered me, the fact that I turned it down. It's the fact that it's scary telling people something like that, because once somebody gets to know something about you that you don't quite want everybody knowing, or certain people knowing, people like to turn things around, make it worse for you. And for me personally, I really don't like hearing people talk about me. I'm typically a laid back kind of person. I don't really talk that much. I did this whole thing like trying to get rid of it, right? And how I did that was getting super religious. To tell you the truth, it worked for a while, but it came right back. I kind of realized that this isn't something that can just wash away. This is a part of me, right? And even then, after this one time that I was like, yeah, I can't ignore this any longer, there were certain instances where, you know, it would come back up and I would have to be like, yo, chill. I would try to hide it, get rid of it, just think it was like a piece of me that was just rotten and ugly and didn't need to be there. With me trying to deal with getting rid of something that I can't necessarily get rid of, I ignored it. Point being, I tried and it didn't work out. And I accepted it. Here's kind of where I'm at now. I have a friend of mine. He's gay. He had a little talk with me about it. He talked to me about a similar situation he had to go through. And, you know, that included the whole learning to accept yourself. And a lot of people may not agree with me on this. He went on to kind of believe that even though he may be gay, he still found a way to believe that God still loves him. It's just how he turned out, and there's nothing he can do about it. I was so glad he told me that, because it's something that I still struggle with to this day. You have to learn to love yourself. You know? I'm gonna do the emote. Oh, he gave me a nuclear key card. He basically kind of told me, you have to find and accept not only to love yourself, but that God made you the way that you are. And that's kind of the gist of the conversation. And I went on to kind of tell him I've accepted it, which I kind of believed, but now it's something different. You know, I feel different now. It's like I kind of guess I fell out of believing that. Yeah, and I'm still kind of struggling with accepting that. That's just how I was wired. That's just how I was born. Okay, well, I'm gonna just say bye to you guys. You guys have a good day. Love yourself, care for yourself, and always remember that someone loves you, okay? This is a bit of a therapeutic yap session. I was not expecting that. But you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys later for the next the next yap session. Yeah, this yap session was something. You guys have a great day, man.